Hi guys, happy Saturday night. This is Vibin with Ashley Live. I'm your host, Ashley Live. Tonight we have a great show for you guys, and we have the incredible SheShe dance. And SheShe is originally from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now she lives in New York City. She's a gospel and blues singer, and she is going to perform for us as well as answer some questions. So we're gonna wait for SheShe to join. Let's see if she's in there. SheShe, where is she? Join my live. Okay, so we're just stalling and we're waiting for SheShe to join us. How's everyone doing tonight? Hi, Justin. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Brooke. Thank you guys for joining me this evening, and we're gonna have a great time tonight. So just waiting for SheShe to join. Hi, Brooke. Hi, SheShe. She's in the chat. Okay. And we are going to go live with her. We are.
I did it!
You did it!
I'm so proud of myself.
You're good.
Okay.
Look at your hoops.
I gotta turn up my volume.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Just
okay, I can hear
my
you.
camera. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I feel like I'm too close to the camera now.
No, I think you're good.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're about like the same
Okay.
distance.
This technology stuff, oh my goodness. I feel like I have cords everywhere. I got plug-ins, I got USBs, I got backup chargers to be ready for Ashley.
Ready for Ashley, ready for your fans, just ready to have a fun night.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. So this is my guest for tonight, Vibin with Ashley Live, SheShe Dance. SheShe, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to chat with me.
Thank you for having me. I'm so honored. I mean, you are the reason I got out of bed and I showered today.
Really?
Because of you, Ashley.
Because of me?
It's all you. It's all you.
God. I'm
sitting up right. I'm clean. Hey, it's the little things in life, girl. It's the little things in life.
I love it. I love it because, you know, we have to find that incentive to get out of bed, get clean.
And you were mine today, so thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate you here with me this evening. So we're going to have fun tonight. So let's start from the beginning. You're originally from Chattanooga. You grew up singing in your church choir.
Yes. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Allen Temple A&B Church. Shout out to my church folks.
Yes. So how young were you when you originally got into music?
Oh, to be honest, all I remember is music. I just remember my grandmother and my mother singing in the choir and me just following along. I mean, church was a huge part of our lives, and that was the best part of church for me was music.
Yeah. Amazing. Awesome.
Yeah.
So who inspired you to get into music?
I would definitely say my mother and grandmother, especially listen to my grandmother sing in the house and my mom sing in the house. I mean, just doing everyday chores or turning up the radio on one of their favorite songs. Sitting in the back seat of the car with my dad. He drove a 71 Buick Electra, a long boat. I used to sit on the hump in the back of the car, you know, and listen to blues. So my family is the reason I love music. I mean, all genres, R&B, blues, gospel. If it wasn't for them, no telling where I'd be now.
But that's so great that your family was a huge part of that. Just because some people don't come from musical families. Some people, their parents don't listen to music, or they don't like music as much as someone who's obsessed with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's so cool that your parents were able to bring all this amazing music into your life. And then with the church, you also were able to use that as a release.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you were in Chattanooga. Now you're currently in New York City. Talk to us about that journey.
Ooh, we don't have that much time, but let me break it down for studio purposes. I love to sing, hanging out. My kids introduced me to the movie Hairspray.
Amazing.
Had tried to get me to watch it 3 million times. I'm like, I'm not watching that. I'm not interested. Girl, I didn't even know what Hairspray was. So we had a family night. Family night was always on Friday. They got to choose what we did and they got to choose what we ate. So they tricked me. So since they got to choose on Friday, we ended up watching Hairspray, ordering pizza or whatever.
Yeah.
So I watch and I'm like, okay, you guys got me, so I'm going to watch it. And I loved it. I absolutely loved it. Yeah. Fell in love with Queen Latifah's part.
Amazing. Push
come to shove, the local theater center just happened to be doing Hairspray for the finale summer show. So I put it on my calendar. So I'm looking at the show at the beginning of the year, one summer, the show isn't until the next summer. I put it on my calendar. I'm going to audition. Well, I auditioned, push come to shove, didn't get the part the first time. Boo, boo, why. I was like, see, told you I'm not good enough. Got called back for the part, loved it. I felt like I lived an entirely different life. It opened up new doors for me. After doing Hairspray, I ended up doing other shows, ended up doing gigs at a local bar, singing with the band, blah, blah, blah. Push come to shove, there was nothing else to do. And and I had a really good friend that saw me do a show. My last show, there was, what was my last show? I think they saw me do G's Ben. And he came up to me and he said, it's time for you to move on. I was like, what do you mean it's time for me to move on? Yeah. He was like, New York is the place for you to be. And I'm like, yeah, right. Me in New York. Oh, please. Push came to shove. I decided to come. My aunt lives here. She's been here for a long time. Luckily, she opened the door. Shout out to my aunt, Eleanor. I love you.
Eleanor.
Kisses and hugs. You know, she opened her door to me. I was able to visit a couple of years before I actually moved to New York. And something just clicked one day. Why not?
Of course.
I mean, what do I have to lose? If it doesn't work, you can always go home.
Definitely.
Very simple, very easy. Well, let me just say, I moved 2016 and come January 2021, I'll be here 5 whole years.
Yay! 5 years.
So I must have something, because in my brain I'm thinking, you have lost your mind. You're leaving everything you know to go to New York. Are you crazy? I was like, your kids are graduated. You can kick it back and be by yourself. Are you nuts?
Right.
But once I got here, I slept for probably a month just to catch up on me.
Yeah.
And then like in 30 days, bam, bam, bam. I mean, people would send me information on this and that. My aunt would send me emails and I was doing whatever I could. And it's just been off and popping ever since then. Well,
I love that.
Minus COVID.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
But it's been great. I mean, really, if somebody said you have to go back to Tennessee right now, I can say I have lived my dream. I've had a blast. It was great. And I can go happy. I really can.
Yeah, because you took that leap of faith and you said, you know what? I've done all I can do in Chattanooga. Like, I'm going to go to New York and do my thing.
Yeah, and the great part, shout out to Chattanooga, all my peeps, I love you. Those are my biggest fans. I mean, even during COVID, those have been the ones that have been texting me, you know, sending me positive praise, hang in there, things are going to get better. It's them that keep me going. They are the entire city is my family. When I come home with open arms everywhere, and I can't get any better than that.
I know. It's your family. It's just they embrace you, and that's such an incredible feeling to have.
Yeah.
So now you're in New York City. You have performed a bunch on the New York City subway platforms.
Yes.
And
a whole lot.
Everywhere. I mean, not now, but before.
Yeah. Well, I really try to be. That was one of my biggest goals when I was here. The rule is you're here to sing, you're here to perform. Definitely. Meaning I cannot punch a 9 to 5 clock. That is not allowed because for any corporation, blah, 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 because I can do that back home in Tennessee. You came here to do what you love, and that's what you need to do. Right. So I stay busy, hustling here, hustling there, and I mean, it's amazing. The subway is the best platform ever. You meet so many people from all over the world.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my international friends and fans. I love you all, because they even make it a point to tell their friends when they go back to their countries, look for SheShe when you go. They'll show me pictures of you like, hey, I was here last year and I saw you. It's the love. It's just the love and generosity is incredible. The kindness, amazing. Amazing. You can't get it anywhere. That's all. Just to say, you can't get it anywhere else but New York City.
Yeah. So okay, so the New York City subway, and then you also have done some gigs all over New York City. So what venues have you performed at?
I've performed at the Apollo stage twice. I think that was the most nervous thing ever in my life. You know, you watch the show and stuff all the time. I stood in the long line for auditions. Shout out to my aunt again for making me get out the bed at 7 o'clock in the morning and show up for auditions and stand in the line with 3 million people. And it was the coldest day and I did not want to go. I was like, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Yeah.
It did not hit me until they handed me a number that I was auditioning for the Apollo. I'm like, it's like the world stood still. I got a number. I was like, wait a minute, I got a number. I had not even toured the Apollo, let alone be in the Apollo.
Wow.
And I'm auditioning for the Apollo.
Incredible.
And then when I got a chance to be live at the Apollo, oh, words can't explain. Then I won third place. Yeah, I won third place and got to come back again. Oh, please, that was amazing.
Absolutely.
Then I've just did a ritual performance with the National Black Theater, 125th and Freedom by Ebony Noel Golden. Shout out to everybody at MBT and my cast. It was a 5-hour street performance we did last summer.
Cool.
For a month. It was amazing. Changed my life. I've performed on the Harlem Summer Stage. Words just can't explain these opportunities.
Yeah.
I've gotten, I've been singing with a band. I've changed to another band, and we've been in clubs and bars. I've been to the Hamptons. Never would have thought I would have been there. I've been to Woodstock. It's just amazing. You can't get these opportunities anywhere else but New York City, because so many people have so many things going on. It's just like walking down the street in New York. You always going to pass a store or a shop or something you've never seen, even though you walk that way every day because you're not paying attention.
Oh, no,
to me, opportunities are the same. I mean, if you really want it, you get out there and be your best. And that's what I have to tell people. People ask me all the time, well, how do you do so and so? I'm like, I can't really tell you. I just do me, and I love it.
Yeah.
And I just feel it just spreads joy to other people. So opportunities come to me, and I mean, it's really been great. So, you know, I look for some and others come to me. It's a great balance.
Yeah. Well, your energy is contagious. When I saw your videos, I was like, who is she? Why have I not seen her? Why am I wearing headphones when I'm listening to you?
I so appreciate that. It's always funny when I'm performing in the subway. It's amazing to see people's reaction. I'm so used to doing it, and I'm watching the whole time. But people that walk past, and they stop and they turn, and it's like, I can't believe what I'm hearing or what I'm seeing, you know, or they leave because they're en route going somewhere else, and they come back and they'll tell me, I had to come back. I couldn't miss you. I'm so glad you're still here. It's just incredible, and I'm so thankful. I'm thankful to be loved not only in Chattanooga, Tennessee, but in New York City. When you can walk down the street and people are like, SheShe, where are you singing today? Are you singing this? Oh, I'll be down there on the streets of New York. Come on. It's great. It is. It's amazing.
Amazing. So do you prefer to do musical theater or to perform your cover songs?
I love both equally.
Yeah.
I must say, it's just so much fun. And especially when people are like, oh, that's my favorite song.
Right.
Or if I'm in the theater and they're like, I saw this show before, and now that you've done it, I think I like your version better. That's a compliment.
Huge compliment.
And a half, because shows are redone over and over again. And for someone to say, I liked you better. What? I did Hair, the rock musical here with Columbia University. Shout out to all my peeps there. And James Rado, one of the guys that wrote it, was there.
Amazing.
And I got to meet him. I know. And I was just, he was like, it's like the sea of people parted. And he was like, you. I didn't have words. I did not have words. I was singing in 14th Street and Union Subway one day. And the guy that wrote the music for Hairspray, or either the show, whichever way, I was singing I Know Where I've Been.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and he was like, where were you when I was doing the show? And I was like, Tia, you can't get any compliments. That's right. That's amazing. And that reassures me that I'm here for a reason, not just because I love it, but I'm here because the ancestors of God, somebody wanted me to be here.
These legendary people are being like, you're better than the original. And you're like, oh.
And I'm like, really, little old me from Chattanooga, Tennessee, stop.
Yes, amazing. So who would you like to collaborate with?
Oh, who would I like to collaborate with?
Yeah.
Well, most of the people I would like to collaborate with have retired, but I'm going to still mention them because my idols, or they're retired or deceased, but my idols, Mahalia Jackson, that voice, I feel like I still remember from a child listening to her voice on the radio. My biggest inspiration right now is Big Mama Thornton, and I have a solo show about her. Tina Turner, come on now. Tennessee, Aretha Franklin, come on. Oh, Patti LaBelle. I'm an old school girl.
Those are the most legendary voices, though. I mean, you're not naming anyone for the past 5 to 10 years.
And I love, okay, let me think. Hold on, let me think. 5, 10 years.
Not too many.
Because, and I don't sing that genre. Exactly. I sing old school music and I don't listen to the radio because either I'm working on songs that I'm being paid for, I am singing in the subway, or I'm learning musical theater. It's not really time to to listen to anything else. And I'm good with that because those are things that I love, but I don't know a lot of new music. It's funny, people come through and they're like, can you sing that song so-and-so off the radio? And I'm like, no, but you can turn it on the radio. I like to sing things you can't just turn on. Exactly. I mean, yeah, you can do Spotify and all that stuff now, you can pull it up, but I like to sing the old school stuff that I grew up on. Definitely. You know, to me it just has a story. I mean, it's somebody's memory. When I sing Etta James, oh my goodness, I used to be so intimidated to sing Etta James, and if it wasn't for my daughter, I would never even have touched her with a 10-foot pole. When I sing Etta James, oh, that was the song at my wedding, or, you know, oh, that was the song I had at my high school dance. You know, it's memories. You know, it's taking people back, which is bringing them joy. And you know how the subway is. You're waiting on a late delayed train, or it passed right by you when it came through the station. I don't miss it at all. But you know, sometimes you're like, really, you're not gonna stop? I've been waiting for 15 minutes and you're not even gonna stop. It's gonna pass me by. Like, really? You know, or you had a hard day at work, or you're on your way to work and you don't want to go. Yeah. You know, anything I can do to just share some joy. I just try to smile and just sing whatever makes them happy. I try to help out. Now, I do like to sing what I like to sing. Yeah.
So, you know, my next question, what are your favorite songs to sing?
Oh, but I have so many. It's so hard to break it down. So hard to break it down, Ashley.
I know.
I will say, I don't know, it's hard. When I first started singing in the subway, Dancing in the Streets was a hot ticket. It was just like, when it hit, it was just like everybody was dancing. It's a party, you know, let's do it. Then I switched to some James Brown. I'm telling you, when I hit It's a Man's World, and it's funny because guys always come through, I've never heard a woman sing that. I'm like, but it is, and that's why a woman should sing it. Exactly. I was like, apparently you hadn't heard Etta sing it, because I mean, really, because it's a man's world. We need to let you guys know it's a man's world, but it's becoming ours. And I feel good doing the mashed potato when you're down in the subway. Talk about some partying and fun. Mustang Sally. Definitely. just, there's so many greats.
I know. How can you even choose one? You can't.
Just one?
No. You don't have to. I'm just saying, how can you when there's so much?
Okay. Oh, thank goodness, Ashley, because you almost gave me a heart attack, girl. I didn't know how I was going to choose just one.
No, you don't have to choose just one.
It's just like Lay's potato chips. You can't just have one.
So, if you couldn't do music, if someone said, like, you cannot do music, what other career path do you think that you would choose?
If I could not do music, I would teach it. If I couldn't do it, then I would teach it. Because then I'm still, where I want to be.
Right. And you played the
in that
violin,
element,
right?
And that girl got me through college. Thank you, Jesus. I don't know how, to this day, I do not know how my mother listened to me, because that is an ugly sound when you're trying to learn how to play an instrument.
Yeah, it's like
that takes some true sacrifice. Shout out to mother for that. But yeah, I played that to go through college. So I'm a classically trained violinist. I only play now in house. And I used to play out of anger. Some great therapy to get that bow moving and try to get that fingering down.
Do you still have it in your apartment?
I do. My mother bought me one for Christmas one year, and it is the exact same violin, and I still have it, and I still play from time to time.
Nice.
I've been working on canon and D minor.
Cool.
So that's what I've been doing since COVID has been going on.
So when was the last time you picked it up?
Last week.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. But I cannot play for you. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I'm not that good. I must shy away from that. Shout out to my music teachers in Hamilton County school system, because that's where I got my expertise.
Okay, so what song do you wish you wrote and why?
Ooh, what song do I wish I wrote and why? I would say one that's close to my heart is I Know Where I've Been.
Yes.
And that was like one of the first songs I did in musical theater, but it tells such a story. I mean, not only for me, but for so many people. When you think you're out there by yourself, you're not.
Right.
There's always someone else there to help you through, or to talk to, or to hold your hand. I think that would be it. It's like a testimony. It's a really good song.
And it's like, that song is such a good thing for this time. Like the past several months, we've all just kind of gone through these ups and downs, right? So you can just listen to that song and feel powerful and feel like you're not the only one going through this. Like we all are. All over the country. All over. I know that's what is so crazy. Right. About this pandemic, even me sitting in my room, during the first couple of weeks or months, you just like, what am I going to do? What is going on? But everybody is thinking the same thing and in the same situation, which is just mind blowing. Yeah. Just crazy. I know. It's like every single person that we know and who we don't know is going through this in some degree or another. Yes. And it's like, how do we get through? When you think about how many people, I always think it's mind blowing to think of how many people are just in New York City, but to think of how many people worldwide are going through this pandemic, it's insane. Yes. So anybody who's watching, you are not alone. We're all in this together. We're here. We're just all in separate rooms and separate places, but we're here for you. We all are in separate rooms. We got your back. We got your back. We got your back. Mentally. So what was the best advice you've ever been given? The best advice I've ever been given is be ye always ready. Because you never know when it is your time to shine and do what you need to do. Right. I remember my pastor at church, I was supposed to sing a song, lead a song, solo or whatever. And I was so nervous. I was like, no, how come you can't tell me ahead of time so I can get it together and blah, 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 blah. And he said, be ye always ready. And I still think about that
to this day. And I really do. I try to stay on top of things as much as I can, because you don't know
Exactly.
when it's your time, you know, and you don't know when it's your time to shine. But also, I really feel singing is like a whole ministry in itself. It's therapy. You don't know whose life you're touching at that time. So many people in the subway, they don't have words. They don't have money. It's just tears, because that's the song they needed to hear at that particular time to get through the day.
Exactly.
You never know what someone else is going through. So I always try to be, and I like Maya Angelou's quote. I think hers is try to be a rainbow in someone's storm. I like that too.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like we could all use that. And especially when you go on the subway and it's like, maybe you had a bad day, or maybe you got in a fight with someone, or it doesn't even matter. It's just, you know,
I'm the same way. Some days, some subway days are good, some are bad. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I do not want to lug this stuff and go down here and say, oh my God, it's so hot. It's freezing out here. And I got to lug this. Oh my God, the elevator is out. Now I got to take steps. Oh my goodness, I left my water bottle. Oh, I don't have the battery and plug it. So, you know, like when I get down there, my mind is like this.
Right.
But it's something about singing. I always sing Georgia on My Mind as my first song. One is slow. Georgia is on the borderline of Tennessee. Shout out to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
And so it just puts me in that right mood. It calms my nerves. I get to think about home, and it puts me right where I need to be. It's like at the end of that song, I'm ready to do whatever it is. 3 hours, bring it on. Let's do it.
Do it. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to other musicians during this quarantine?
Pray, sing, play your music, keep the world alive, keep bringing them as much joy as you possibly can, because no one's guaranteed tomorrow. And we don't even know what our tomorrow is going to look like, or if we even going to make it there. Exactly. But most importantly, and one thing I always tell people is do you. Don't try to change and be somebody else. Oh, because they sound better at doing this and this. Do you. If you like that song, sing it. It doesn't matter if nobody else likes the song. If you like it, sing it, because it's going to come across that you love that song and you're putting something more in it than the next person. But always be yourself. Always be true to you first before anything else.
I love that. So on that note, this is the time where you perform for us, SheShe.
Oh, okay, girl, let me get on my texts, because I'm trying to get tech savvy. I tried to have everything ready, but you know how that goes. Oh, I'm excited. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. If I did this right, I'll be good to go. We shall see. Uh-oh. I'm going to take my earplugs out.
Okay.
Because I'm loud and it'll echo.
Okay.
Let me turn this down so. Okay, I will do Etta James. My daughter is on here.
Oh,
but you know, this a little, you know. Because you know, every now and then you like to hear something. But I'm going to give you something good to go. Big wheel, keep on turning. I say, prayer, Mary, keep on burning. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yeah, we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. I cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis. Pumped a lot of chains down in New Orleans. But you know, Big Will, keep on turning. I say, proud Mary, keep on burning. And we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yeah, we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Now, you know it's only one way to do Proud Mary. You gotta speed it up.
Got to.
Well, I left a good job in the city, working for the man every night and day. And I never lost 1 minute of sleeping, worried about the way things might have been. A big wheel, I keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Now here's the second verse. Well, I cleaned a lot of plates in Memphis, formed a lot of trains down in New Orleans, but I never saw the good side of the city till I hitched a ride on the riverboat Queen. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all. Here comes the third verse. I know you know the words. Now, if you come down to the river, I bet you're gonna find some people who live. You ain't got to worry. You don't need no money, cause the people on the river are ready to give. Big wheels keep on turning, Proud Mary keep on burning, and we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. We're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Do 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 do. Yeah, yeah. I think we should do that one more time. What do you think? I'm thinking so, Ashley, right?
Oh, yes.
I say we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Oh, baby, we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Oh, yeah, we're rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Woo! Wow. Wow. No words. No words. No words. That was so fun.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
so
you,
fun.
Tina. Homage to Tina. I love Tina. I love Tina. I love Tina. I love Tina.
You love her.
I love her.
You
I love her. I
her.
love her. I love her.
Love her. You have another one you're going to do for us too, right?
I do.
Awesome.
Let me get to it. Well,
The chat is blowing up, by the way, SheShe. I don't know if you can see this down below. The chat.
hold on. Let me take a sip of water before we
Paulette
start
says
this.
you're amazing. Brooke says you're amazing.
Thank you so much. Okay. Now this one. This is for all of us because we all been surviving.
Yeah.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Didn't think that I could live without you by my side. But then I've spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong, and I was wrong. And I learned how to get along, and now you're back from outer space. I came in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave key. If I had known just for 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Go on now, girl. Walk out the door. But don't turn around now, 'cause you're not welcome anymore. Or weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with the box? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd break down and cry? Oh, no, not I. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live. all my love to give, I will survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all surviving.
We are.
All you got to do is keep smiling no matter what's going on. Act like it's going okay, and after a while, this will be over. Just keep smiling. Find your joy in whatever you can. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Kept trying to mend all the pieces of my broken heart. But then I spent so many nights feeling sorry for myself. Oh, I used to cry. But now I hold my head up high and you see me. Somebody new. I'm not that simple little person still in love with you. And now you just come dropping in, expecting me to be free. But I'm saving all my loving for someone who loving me. Go on now, go. Walk out the door. Turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, no, I will survive. So long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live, all my love to give. I will survive. I will survive. Oh, go now, go. Walk out the door. Don't turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbyes? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, not I will survive. As long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. I got all my life to live and all my love to give. I will survive. We will survive. Hey, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll survive. Just hang in there. And trust me, if you keep tuning in with Vibin with Ashley, you'll be just fine.
And with SheShe. And with SheShe.
And with SheShe.
And with SheShe.
I hope that was okay.
That was beautiful. The chat was blowing up. Someone actually said SheShe for president in here. So I'm down with that.
Girl, can we get any change? Any change is welcome at this time.
Yes, yes.
I'll be happy to run.
Of course. So tell the people where they can find you. We can find your Instagram. You have a website. Plug all of it right now.
Well, I have it all. You can find me at www.sheshedance.com, which is SheShedance. Or you can find me here on Instagram, SheSheDAZ. Sorry, it had to be a Z because somebody took my name. I don't know how, because it's my name.
Oh my gosh.
But on Twitter and also Facebook at SheShe Dance. And it's just like, hey, she's great. SheShe dance, just like you dance. And yes, dance is actually my birth name. It is not a stage name.
Really?
Yes.
Amazing.
On the birth certificate, I said, now, you know you got to do something with that name. You can't just sit back and just go to work and come home with a name like that.
I love it. I love it. So this is the time of the show where we're going to open it up to the floor. And if anybody has a question for you, put it down in the comments. And
yes.
Yes.
Now, I can't see it. It's like frozen on my screen.
It's okay. So
you have to tell me what it is.
Okay. No worries. If we have some questions that pop up, I'll just tell them to you. And
okay.
Yeah.
And thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And thanks for supporting Ashley because she's doing her thing. Vibin.
Support SheShe. Go follow her. She's amazing. She's amazing. So someone wants to know if you teach privately.
I do not teach at all. I've never done it, and I would not even know where to begin.
Really?
But if you're willing to take a chance on me, I'll take a chance on you. No, I've never done it. No.
Really?
I learned music in the school system starting in 3rd grade. That's when I started playing violin and singing in church. So I know music by ear and I can read music.
Okay. But hey, I mean, if someone wants to take lessons with you, reach out to her.
My number is 423-356-6655. You got my website and all. Just give me a ring. I will do my best.
It's behind you, right? All this stuff is behind you?
It's behind me. You can't see it all, but it's there.
It's okay. Well, we can definitely link all that in there as well. So
yes, please do. Please do.
Yeah, we can definitely link it. So what's your favorite musical?
It's got to be Hairspray because it was my first one. You would think I'll probably have an issue with hair because, lie to you not, my first musical was Hairspray. I was
Right.
Motormouth Maybelle. My second musical was Hair. They created me as a goddess to oversee the entire tribe. The first time I did it, the second time I did it, I was Dion. I've done Hair twice. I've done Hairspray twice.
Amazing.
And the third musical I ever did was Legally Blonde. So yeah, I got some hair issues. And I was Paulette, but I love it. The musical theater is absolutely amazing. If you have not done it, I encourage everyone, even if it's just open mic or karaoke, do it.
Yeah.
Just, just to feel the love, because everyone deserves love, unconditional love. And with music, you can't go wrong.
Definitely not.
Lyrics and notes are not important all the time. Trust me.
So, somebody just asked, when can we see you perform next? And then someone else says, Instagram live performance, please. So are you going to be doing this on your own without me?
Ashley has inspired me, so I am going to have to go live more. And so everyone make sure you tune in to Ashley, but I'm going to do my best to go live.
I think you
because
should.
I don't do it enough. I've been told, and people said, I miss your voice. I need to hear it. And I was like, okay, I shall. Even if it's just for a little while, I'm going to do my best.
Yeah, the chat's blowing up. It says, thank you so much for this. SheShe, we need more of you. Yes, please. So, like, you have people in here that want to see you, and I want to tune in. So,
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you have to, because you've already committed to it. And you can get ready and, like, do your thing and put your hoops on, and it, like, you feel like you're leaving the house.
I know, right? Gives me a reason to get up.
I love it. Are there any last questions in the chat? Anything else that you guys want to ask? We're going to hang tight.
Anyone?
I don't
Probably because they know so much because I tell so much, right?
But if you want
That's
more,
one thing too. Don't be scared to talk about you.
Exactly.
Because you never know when your story is going to inspire someone else, because your story can be on the same line sometimes as someone else, and that helps them through their journey. So never be embarrassed to talk about you. I mean, you don't have to tell everything, but feel free to express yourself. And sometimes you just need to get stuff off of your brain.
Exactly.
You have to say it out loud to someone else to let it go, or sometimes just to put it in the universe so it will come to you.
Definitely. Yeah, because it's just like you just got to release it, especially at a time like this.
Oh, for sure.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, another question came up. When COVID is under control, what is the first thing you're going to do?
Girl, I'm hitting up my band for rehearsal so I can get back to my solo show as soon as possible.
Yes.
And get that up and moving. And also, as soon as they let us back, to sing in the subway, I'll go. I mean, really, there's no one there. We will be singing to the walls.
Right.
So,
no
I'm not pushing it to go back. I have enjoyed my time off. It's been a great time to self-reflect and see how I can improve as a person, but not only in my hustle and music, period. So that's been really great. But I just can't wait to sing. And even if it's from a bubble and somebody walking by or tooting a horn, I will take it.
You're there. You're taking the opportunity. You want to do it. So someone just said, when can we find you perform in New York City when COVID is over? Which subway?
My subway stations with the Music Under New York program include Times Square by the record store, 34th and 6th, right at Macy's by the elevators.
Okay.
14th and Union, I'm not really sure. It's right after the long hallway. 60th in Columbus at the one train, the Uptown train.
Okay.
I'm right there. I'm trying to think. And 42nd and 8th at Port Authority.
Nice.
Trust me, most of the time people say I could hear you from the train and I just followed the voice.
Oh, what a compliment. Amazing.
But when it does happen, what I do, I usually post my schedule on Instagram, Facebook, all social media, so people can find me if they're looking for me. I normally sing 3 days a week, My hours are 3 to 6 because I don't like to get out the bed. I'm a night owl.
I know.
So my hours are always 3 to 6 when I do perform.
Awesome. So if you want to follow SheShe after this, do it. When things come back to normal, you can see her on the subway platform, and then yeah, I definitely want to know when you're going next on Instagram. So
I promise to let you know and share.
Awesome, awesome. Is there anything else anybody else wants to ask before we shut this down?
Well, claps and hearts for Ashley.
No, for SheShe. For SheShe. SheShe. Thank you, SheShe. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was so nice speaking with you. Your performance was amazing. And
Thank you.
love your energy. I can't wait to see you on the subway when things kind of get back to normal. And yes, I really appreciate you doing this. And thank you.
I appreciate you reaching out. You sparked me. You sparked me. So I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm gonna be following your journey. If you want to know what's going on with SheShe, please tune into her Instagram. Her stuff's on her website as well. And thank you guys so much for joining us with Vibin with Ashley Live. Have a wonderful Saturday night. Everybody, please stay safe.
It's just love.
Love for you.
Love all around.
Love for all of you for tuning in. Love for you as well, SheShe. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your beautiful voice with us. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone stay safe and healthy.
Yes.
Wear your mask.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.